Welcome all to the Booze, Boobs, and Blood podcast. I'm your humble co-host, Ween.
And I'm Ray.
And we watch and review horror movies so you don't have to. Today, in the spirit of the season, I decided to bring some of my collection of vintage Christmas sweaters.
I started singing recipes.
Vintage recipe. I love that guy.
Yeah.
This is courtesy of Grandma. This was from Penny's in the 80s. It used to have shoulder pads.
You know, maybe you should put them back in. I kind of
I don't know.
I think the triangle look would look really good.
I think that was the idea with all of this happening.
Oh yeah.
Like it's really scratchy.
To wear
because it's like glitter paint.
Yeah.
And there's bows and there's sequins and but it's surprisingly soft on the inside.
I'm gonna say I wanted
it's
to have-
soft-ish.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of comfy. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Can
Grandma.
confirm.
Can confirm.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Also, the earrings are.
I know.
Baller.
I just thought I'd, deck my halls, deck my balls. So, what are we here to do today?
Well, we have a segment, and now it is a video segment.
Ooh, tell me more.
Where we are the gods of Tubi shoot an arrow in the sky, and one of them comes
Pew,
down
pew.
and pierces us in the heart per week. And that is
That's descriptive.
I know, right? Right in the fucking stomach.
Right in the pit.
So we die a
pit.
slow fucking death. That is
Dear
Tubi
gosh.
or not to be.
Yay! And this week,
Yeah. This week.
I believe it is your go. This week.
Tis. And we can't.
By the by,
The dogs.
here, making their cameo, are Ray's dogs. Luna, that's Loon. Luna. Loony Lovegood. Luna and Bucky Barnes.
They're great.
They know exactly when we record every time,
Yep.
when we are recording, because
Yep.
that's when they start talking.
Yeah, because they want to be part of it.
They just want to be in the conversation. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
I know.
Your opinions matter. That's right.
So I was struck with my love. No, in the heart with the movie. I was very excited, and it did not disappoint. So,
Okay. Wow.
I was shot in the heart by Dagon.
Oh. Yeah, I'm really curious about this. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear about it.
Was immediately turned on.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
By the first thing comes out is a Brian Usna production.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're fucking
You're
here.
in for a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up because it's a 2001 film, and boy, is it a 2001 film.
Boy, howdy.
It is directed though by Stuart fucking Gordon. So I was
What?
Of Castle Freak fame and
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So it was very
We
exciting.
all had to start somewhere, right?
Well, no, this is around. I don't know when he passed away. He passed away.
Really?
Yeah, no, he's been on the
I
scene
mean, that's
for a
not his
while.
start, but...
Yeah, he passed away in 2020. You know,
Man.
pretty, extensive career. Reanimator, From Beyond. Those are the ones that mostly people know. I mean, really is a
Reanimator.
bachelor
Wow,
of horror. Bachelor. I just saw Bachelor bums. I was like, wait, what? He seriously was a master of horror.
Yeah.
My God. Did the Dentist. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Pretty cool.
pretty great. Okay. Some of this movie's great, and the CGI is balls. So,
That's good.
there you go. It's an H.P. Lovecraft story
Yeah.
based on The Shadow over Innsmouth. It's the adaptation of that.
Right.
It's really, so, in a nutshell, there's nobody in this movie that you know. I mean, I don't know.
I think that might possibly be why it's not as far. Oh, wow, look at the...
Yeah.
I was just looking at the pictures. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ezra Godden, never heard of him. Although I've heard of Francisco Ribal. He's probably maybe the most
I know none of these
well-known
people.
person, and he's like this, hobo that he meets. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to put it elsewhere. He does have a home, so he's not a person experiencing homelessness, but he's kind of like a bum.
Yeah.
But he's the only person that's human on this island. So Paul and his girlfriend / wife, they've just come into money. He's hit the stock market.
Yeah.
Because it's 2001 and that's what we were so fucking into at that point.
Yeah.
You know? Not that we're not now finance bros. We're just, no. Now we're just cool about rug pulling Bitcoin from other people.
Oh
That's what
God.
we're doing. I'm looking at you, Hawk to a girl. So he, you know, he's like, they're talking about, like, we open the movie and it's Paul, and Paul is dreaming, and he's dreaming of, like, swimming, and this beautiful woman swimming with him who is not his girlfriend. He wakes up to pretty much the saddest blowjob I've ever seen. Like, she starts going, like, down south, and he's, like, not into it, and she's fucking stoked, and
like, she's really giving it a go.
Yeah, like, I don't know how much, like, she even wants to be with him, or she's just with him for his money. I don't necessarily know. She is throughout the film. She's with us somewhat throughout the film.
Yeah.
But so anyhow, the boat gets into a wreck, mysteriously, and the other two couple, like, stay on the boat. The other couple stays on the boat to, like, be there. They're gonna go try to get help because the one woman is trapped. So
Yeah.
they find this island called Iboca, and it's a Spanish-speaking island. And I laugh at that. It's just because we get no translations for anything. So
What?
I don't. Yeah. There's no. And I think there's a point to that because if they give you the translation, you'll know what's happening. So if you are a Spanish-speaking person, you can probably know what's going on. But I was like, I don't fucking know what's happening. So you're just getting context clues from what's going on.
God, okay.
And so it seems to be, like, almost like a very religious town. Like, they're met by this priest, and he gets a boat, and they're going to go back and help the people, like, on the yacht, because it is very much a yacht.
Oh.
And he gets back there, and he can't find the bodies, but he thinks that they're pretty much dead at that point, because he figures that maybe sharks have gotten them or something. So at the meantime, his girlfriend is pretty much kidnapped in town. And everyone, like, so the priest that they meet, she notices he has webbed fingers. And then they go to this hotel, and the hotelier has gills. And the more and more things you start realizing is people around town have fishy parts. And
true story. I know someone with webbed hands. It does happen.
It does happen.
You know, this part kind of goes a little bit higher than everybody else, so, like, it's really weird. But
these were, like, frog fingers, though. So
like like to the knuckles, to the fingertips or whatever.
And,
I
like,
get it.
little
No,
tiny claws.
No.
And okay, so girlfriend's gone. They come after him. Gone girl. They're gone. She gone girl.
Okay.
And so the main focus is him trying to find her.
Okay.
And at the same time, all the villagers want to kill him. And
I want to kill him.
Right?
Just from listening to this.
Well, this is how great it was. I didn't even know what his fucking name was until halfway through it. I was like, who the fuck is this person? But he meets his name is Ezekiel, who's, like, the bum guy, the Francisco Robal.
Yeah.
And who actually is probably one of the best actors in the movie. Paul's not bad, but the woman who plays the girlfriend is just fucking terrible. But not as bad as the girl that he actually, from his dream that he meets, who has tentacle legs.
All right.
Yeah, and it's set, like, she's like one of those old, like Spanish priestesses that you would see that have, like, the lace kind of, like, crown head, sort of thing, headpiece. Yeah, so that's kind of like the imagery and stuff. Like, the set decoration is pretty great. The effects are great. The practical effects are great.
Yeah.
The CGI is terrible.
Yeah.
Like network
cheaply
TV
done back in 2001. Cheaply done CGI. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was really awful.
Yeah, this was like Honeygrams, like, level of like someone changing into, like, the honey monster or something, like, the CGI. Any hoozles. The woman in her, I forgot her name. Yuja? I don't know. She's the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yushia.
Yeah. I should have fucking looked. Her name's Macarena. I love it. Gomez. She was very pretty. But she, come to find out, she wants to take him down into the sea. Because they all, at one point... Well, they start to. He like automatically just starts fucking her. And I was like, you were still looking for your girlfriend, dude. And she's like, but you dreamed of me. How could you be with someone else when you dreamed of me? And pretty much like...
That's not the way it works, but
well,
okay.
Kind of find out she called to him here. Called him home.
Okay.
Because...
Okay.
So, they have all the people on this island... I don't know if I should spoil it. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it because I want you guys to see it.
Okay.
So all I'm going to say is...
recommend.
I am going to recommend. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to spoil it. It is goofy as fuck. It is real goofy. It's real weird.
Great.
At one point, they call Cthulhu. They call Cthulhu a couple times.
I mean, you can't do an H.P. Lovecraft and not reference Cthulhu somewhere.
Yeah, if
like,
you...
Plus, you're like down in the depths of the sea. Like,
Right. Yeah, like especially if you're calling to like...
That's home base.
Yeah, the deep ones. Yeah, you probably should. At least throw a Cthulhu in there. But I would say, definitely. I'm looking through. I don't really want to ruin the because there is some spoilers again because that's why they keep it a secret. Why they keep it so there's no translation, so that way you don't really know what's happening. But yeah, just know that Paul isn't all he thinks he is. He's more than that.
He's more than meets the eye.
He is. He's like a fucking transform. And he does transform. Well, he does transform.
Okay. I'm excited. I've been wanting to see this for a while.
Yeah, go in with low expectations.
You've whet my palate.
And it's about water, so...
Right.
It's like SeaWorld, but with less fish abuse.
It's fine.
So that's where I'm going to leave it at.
Sweet.
Yeah, so let's rate this bitch.
Let's rate it. We rate these movies on a 5-point scale with 4 categories. Mm-hmm. First one being blood and gore. 1 through 5? What do you give it?
Blood and gore. I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
2.5. Oh, okay.
When it's practical, like somebody gets their face literally ripped, like cut off,
ooh,
and like their face ripped
lift.
off. Yeah, they get face off. And I will have to say the way he does it. Okay, I'm gonna move away from the microphones. This is what he did. So they're cutting his face, and he's like, ah! I'm like, they're cutting your face off. Like it would be like, ah!
Yeah, like, yeah. It would be like. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's like,
that's like at the dentist, like where it's like, I don't like this.
It's like Little Shop level,
right?
Of like freaking out. Yeah.
Say,
Yeah, let me cut your face off and let's see how you react.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Spooky, scary. How spooky was it?
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm honestly gonna say 2.5 just because like you don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Halfway, until like halfway through. So it is kind of spooky and it's really fucking spooky when you don't know the language and a bunch of creepy shit's happening. So
then it's right. It keeps the audience in suspense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done. Sex and nudity.
Was
there any?
Yeah, I mean like.
Well, the blowjob.
Yeah, but you don't see anything.
Well, sure.
But yes, and like she starts to have
inferred.
Sex with the tentacle-legged lady. You see her titties, her titones. At one point,
her Deftones.
The Mighty Mighty, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
There you go.
And the girlfriend at one point, you see her Budinsky, but that's about it. So 2.5.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Wow. Yeah. Okay. 2.5 all across the board so far. Fun and entertainment. Were you not entertained?
I was. I'm gonna say 3 on this one, maybe close to a 3.5. It is very fun.
Oh.
I'd also recommend Meat Canyon does a really good review of it. He goes bit by bit, so I would say watch the movie, then watch his.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right on.
Don't want to get spoiled.
Let's fucking go. I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, let's see what the
What's
gods
next?
have for me. I'm so excited.
What's next?
All right, I gotta find my randomizer. And End of Santa's Slay. That was me trying to figure out what the fuck. There's a thing. We'll talk about it. Because I was like, what is that hand thing?
Oh, I know what it is.
Do
because,
you?
Yes.
Okay.
Boyfriend and his friends used to do it all the time.
Because to me, we'll get there. But it's in different spaces, it's a white supremacist thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Nowadays. So I was very confused for about 2 seconds. Okay. And I was looking up, trying to find out what it was. Good luck. Good luck, Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, next time, I have Man Thing. Ooh, I'm excited as shit.
Okay.
Let's see.
What kind of Man Thing are we
Please
speaking of?
be. Oh, it's a Man Thing is a comic. It's a comic book. So
Is
let's
it now?
Yeah, let's see
Boy.
if it's still on here. I'm very excited. It is! Yay!
Yay!
So
Oh.
based on our Marvel comic book Man Thing.
Look at you! You get a Marvel movie.
Yay! From 2005.
Okay.
A young detective sent to a rural town to investigate a series
Unofficially
of
part of the multiverse. not affiliated with the MCU.
Well, from the amount of people that I've heard of in this movie, I'm sure it's great. Investigate a series of gruesome killings, soon learns that its dark past may be to blame. And I didn't even look up the IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes on Dagon, but I'm sure it's not great because I'm sure it has a 6.2, which actually is not bad.
That's
honestly.
not bad.
And then Rotten Tomatoes, Dagon has a 69. That's what she.
Nice.
So not bad. I mean, it's guaranteed fresh. So
Not bad.
Yeah.
All in all.
All in all,
Sweet.
yeah. So
Until next time.
yeah, like and subscribe.
Please, it helps with our numbers.
Yep.
Our
Follow
numbers.
us. Follow us on Spotify. Yeah.
Keep it fucking spooky, bitches.